Hi and welcome to Spice and Pans. Today we'll be cooking super easy Chinese style silky beef that goes very well on steamed rice or with noodles. So let's start cooking. Now we'll prepare the ginger and spring onion water for our beef. I have with me over here 40 milliliters of water. Add in the white part of a spring onion, the stem. A few pieces of ginger, put it in. Wash your hand first, just squeeze out the juice. This will help to add fragrance to the beef and the water will help to make the beef juicy. Okay, once you're done with this, we'll just put this aside and start to do our beef. I have with me over here 250 grams of chuck tender, sliced very thinly like this. If you want to know how I cut this, please click on the link in the description box below. We'll now add in our water first. Pour everything in. Now you don't have to throw this away, you can keep this for other dishes that you might be cooking. Now using your clean hands, just mix them up a little bit, let them soak in the water. As you can see, there's no more water inside here. Right, just mix them up a little bit. And as you can see, the beef has fully absorbed all the water. We'll add in our seasonings now. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, half a tablespoon of dark soy sauce to have that beautiful caramelized look, 1 teaspoon of Shaoxing wine or Chinese cooking wine. For our Muslim friends, you can omit this. 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. If you do not have brown sugar, you can always use white sugar or cane sugar. Add in also 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Now this is optional, but to make the beef more tender, I'm adding 1/3 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Now using your hand, we will just mix this up well now. Mix them up well. Make sure that the beef absorbs all the beautiful seasoning that we have inside here. Like this, very beautiful, right? Now we add in our corn flour, 1.5 tablespoons of corn flour. Put it in and gently mix it up again. The corn flour will protect the beef so that it will not lose too much of the juice when we fry it later. After you're done with this, we'll add in approximately 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of oil. Now, why adding oil? We need to add oil in so that the moisture inside the beef will not evaporate that fast, as well as when we stir fry it, it's easier to separate them out. So just mix them in. Once you're done with this, we'll set it aside and marinate this for 20 minutes. I'll see you back in a while. Now we're going to stir fry our beef first. Heat up your pan or your wok. Add in a good amount of oil. A little bit more oil is fine so that you can cook the beef easily. Swirl the oil around a little bit. Once the oil is hot, we'll add in our beef. Put your beef all in. Spread them out immediately. I'm using medium heat right now. You can do the same too. We don't have to cook the beef too much because later we'll be adding it to our sauce. Just fry them around until you don't see too much of a redness. This dish is excellent to be served on top of any noodles or even steamed rice. Just move them around. Spread out the beef so that every piece of the beef has contact with the pan. This is going to be very, very tender. Okay, something like this will be good. I've been cooking this for about a minute or two. They are almost done already. Once you don't see much redness from the beef, we'll remove them from the pan or wok. Now we'll cook the rest of the ingredients. Heat up a wok. Add in a suitable amount of oil. Swirl the oil around a little bit. I'm using medium heat right now. You can do the same too. Add in a few thin slices of young ginger. Move them around. We want the oil to be infused with this beautiful young ginger taste. Once the sides start to brown, we'll add in our garlic. 2 cloves of garlic chopped, put them all in. We'll fry them until fragrant. Once you can start to smell them, we'll add in our water. Add in 250 milliliters of water. If you have chicken stock, you can replace the water with the chicken stock. But since I don't have, I'll be adding in half a teaspoon of chicken stock powder. Add in also 1 teaspoon of oyster sauce. Add in a few dashes of pepper. Add in also half a tablespoon of light soy sauce. Before we add in the rest of our ingredients, let's give this a taste first. I think we can add a little bit more oyster sauce. We'll add in 1 more teaspoon of oyster sauce. Stir it in. Turn the heat back up to medium. Once the water is boiling, we'll add in our greens. I'm using kailan over here. Just a small bunch will be fine. Just spread them around. Now before we start the sauce, we'll add in our beef first. Remember that just now we coat the beef with corn flour. So now we just put this all in first. We don't want the sauce to be way too thick also. Spread them up a little bit. Can pour in everything right now. Maintain the heat at medium. We'll now just thicken up the sauce a little bit. Just a little bit will be fine. Okay, now we add in our eggs. 2 beaten eggs. Beat it up nicely. Now we can turn the heat off. We'll pour in our eggs. Give it a light stir. The heat from the wok will actually cook the egg through. If you want your eggs to be a little bit more cooked, you can actually turn up the heat. And now finally, we'll just add in a little bit of spring onions. And now it's time for our lunch. And now the dish is done, let's have a taste. This looks so good. A lot of the sauce, the beef, and one more scoop of sauce. And now, oh, smells really good. Let's try the beef first. Tender, juicy, very flavorful. The sauce with the rice. Oh. This reminds me of a very, very good hor fun or mui fan. This is really, really, truly excellent. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like our video. Do click like on our video and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and now it's your turn to cook. See you. Bye-bye. Good.